the end. It's the end. It's called Saul's Gone. This is bittersweet because there's a part of me that's just like, God, you could have gotten away with everything, you bastard. And then he had to go and do what he had to do. And it's like I don't know. It's frustrating. I know a lot of people probably want the guy in prison, and I mean, I don't know. He's a dangerous person. I have to admit, so, like, he pushes the envelope, right? Howard wouldn't be dead if it wasn't really for him. A lot of people, and then where he went after he became Saul and like all of that, like, yeah. And then in Breaking Bad, like he was a part of things that were just, he did the whole, I'm Pilate, I wash my hands of this. I don't know. I know Jesus is being killed, but I wash my hands. I don't know him. That is Saul. God. So we're going to see what happens with him. Kim is in the thumbnail. It's here. We're here. Thanks so much for watching with me, guys. Thank you for this journey. Breaking Bad, the El Camino, Better Call Saul. All of this it's just amazing TV. Honestly, it's just amazing. And I just Lalo's character, just seeing how awesome he was throughout this and how crazy the Salamancas are, and like, you know, if they want to get things done, they get things done. How Gus, the slow and steady, wins the race, which is 100% Gus, and just seeing his episodes, it's just so awesome. Like, what amazing TV we have been able to be gifted. Really, this feels like a gift. It truly is. Like, whew, it feels good. I feel invigorated watching stuff like this. Like, it's like, come on. Sometimes there's just too many things being made, too much being put out on these platforms, and then it's just like, not everything really needs to be a show. Not everything needs to be a movie, but this is one in a million, one in a lifetime series, the Breaking Bad saga and the Better Call Saul saga. That's how I feel. So let's do this. Let's jump into this. If you're new, my name is Iman. Welcome. And I'm excited to finish this season, this series. It's bittersweet. All right. It would be cool if Bill Burr popped up. That would be nice. We saw Huel. Why not Bill Burr? We care about Bill Burr, you know. Bill has fans. We want to see Bill. Okay. All right, guys. Let's do this. I'm going to count down. It's just that's sort of the callback to Chuck 2 as well. Why are we seeing this again? I can't remember if he actually did drink his urine, but I think he did.
You know,
his loafers.
We're sitting on $7 million here, literally. Take $6 million and build a time machine.
Where would you go first, huh? You look like a history buff.
March 17th, 1984. Day I took my first bribe.
Oh, wow. You would say no?
And then I'd go forward.
Wow.
There's some people I'd like to check on in 5 or 10 years.
That's heavy.
May 10, 1965. That's the day Warren Buffett took over at Berkshire Hathaway.
Nothing you'd change.
I love that Mike would have changed. Oh man, that's so powerful stuff. That his whole future would have been completely different. God, that episode just started. And here we are. Lord have mercy.
64.
Damn.
FT6. He's headed south towards
Wow, she got him. This is the thing about old people. They have nothing else to do in their lives. Like, they're just watching. They're looking at things. Don't mess with old people. They will 100% call the cops on you. Wow. Damn, this is crazy. But yeah, he must have planned, like, for this. Like, this could always be a thing. They got helicopters for it. Well, they're like, it's Saul Goodman? Oh, hell no. Not the guy who gets the criminals out. Ooh. But he's family now, right? He's like our family. I feel like he's family. He's just... Oh. No way he's gonna go in the trash. Ew. Oh, Lord, is that shit? Oh. At this point, I don't... It's too late. Like... Shit. My knees are to my chest. I'm literally like... Ah! I'm so stressed here.
Anybody home? Hands now.
Wow. Ew. Oh, because of the camera. There's always cameras. There's cameras everywhere now, so...
Jesus. What were you thinking?
But the difference between him and Kim is that Kimberly genuinely felt bad. Not because she got caught. He doesn't feel bad about any of his actions, like in what they've done to other people. She genuinely did.
Another phone call!
Are you gonna call Kim? Oh, him! Oh. Absolutely. This is crazy.
Bill Oakley speaking.
Trust experience, trust Oakley. I like that. It's catchy. You know who this is, right?
So they finally caught you.
Listen, this is your lucky day. I am talking to Saul Goodman's new advisory council.
What?
Keep up, Bill.
What?
The DA has a warehouse of evidence against you.
So I gotta ask, where do you see this ending?
Yeah.
With me on top, like always.
Oh, yeah, they got him in the chanclas. Oh my god. He came. Got rid of the mustache. No, they should have kept the mustache. Is that Kim? Oh, Marie? That's Marie?
Accessory after the fact to multiple murders.
Including 2 decorated federal officers. 15 years each.
Damn.
By our count, that's life plus...
190.
Oh my.
Life plus 190 years.
God.
Listen, you've got Agent Schrader's widow back there. Why don't you invite her in?
Oh, wait
I mean, you owe her that much, don't you?
Wow, I can't believe Marie is here. I just didn't think we'd see her again. That's so crazy.
They tell me they found you in a garbage dumpster. Well, that makes sense. My husband was the best man that I have ever known. He lived to help others. His partner,
Go me.
Steve Gomez, Steve and Blanca made a home that was warm and full of laughter. 3 children. 3 fatherless children. They were shot dead and left in a hole in the desert. You helped the two-faced, poisonous bastard behind it all. No matter what they do with you now, no matter where they put you or for how long, it will never be enough.
I met your husband a few times. You and he are victims.
Interesting how he's...
And so am I.
He's like, what?
2 years ago, a man came into my office. He said his name was Mayhew.
Oh, okay.
2 men threw a sack over my head. They hogtied me.
Oh.
And they drove me out into the desert. And when they pulled the hood off, I was kneeling in front of an open grave.
Oh, shit.
That was my introduction to Walter White. From that moment on, there hasn't been a minute that I wasn't afraid. Yeah, I worked for him. I made a lot of money. Over and over, I thought about going to the police. I even thought about talking to Agent Schrader. But I knew that Walter White would kill me. October 4th, 2009. They murdered 10 men inside 3 prisons in the space of...
Oh.
Throats slashed. A man was burned alive.
Yep, I remember that episode.
So yeah, when it all blew up, I ran.
I mean, this
not
is
from the police,
a good angle.
from them.
It's a good angle.
Walter White might be dead, but Jesse Pinkman and the others, they're still out there. Somewhere.
Don't bring Jesse into this. He's the victim too. They can't really argue this though, because Walter is like a huge demon, like in this story. But it's weird that they want to put all on him because they don't have Walter, they don't have Gus, they don't have
All I
Lalo.
need is one.
Ooh.
You've never lost a case. It's a hell of a record. You should be proud of that.
Oh
Still,
man, they forgot who they're messing with. They don't know who they're messing with.
You never can tell. It's a roll of the dice.
They're just, I don't know, I feel like they're angry at Walter and they can't do anything because he's dead. So they're trying to put it all on this one dude.
You're not going to negotiate with this man. You're not.
He is. Man, he's so good at his job. He's conniving. I feel for Marie, though. Of course I do. But at the same time, though, I do feel like they're making Jimmy the scapegoat of all the issues because they don't have anyone else to throw their anger at this point, except he's literally the only one alive, really.
The government will move to dismiss counts 3 through 9 of the indictment.
Oh, things changed.
18.
Things changed.
7.5 years.
Wow. So he got it down.
Let's get this thing signed and get the hell out of here.
Whoa.
FCI, Butner Low. It's a great location.
Wow.
Nice weather.
He knows his
It's
stuff.
the only federal institution with a golf program.
Wow.
Good enough for Bernie Madoff. I visited a client once at ADX Montrose. The Alcatraz of the Rockies. No, that's a deal breaker, my friend.
Yeah. Well, he knows his prisons. He knows what he's talking about. Yep, you guys are. He's literally one of the best.
FCI Butner, low, wing.
They thought they got him.
Wing D.
That's crazy.
1 pint Bluebell mint chocolate chip ice cream every Friday for the duration.
Are you kidding?
Oh my God.
Hold on. I can oil everybody's locks.
No more games.
Now I got a sweetener. It's nothing I've talked about. New arena, primo stuff. Concerns a prominent Albuquerque attorney who disappeared, believed to have killed himself.
Howard Hamlin?
Sounds like you and your ex aren't talking on a regular basis.
Kim Wexler walked into the Albuquerque DA's office last month. She spilled her guts about Howard Hamlin.
Last chance. Do we go to trial or do we have a deal?
Whoa. He's in jail. Or is he already in prison? Oh, shit. Yeah, that's how it is, huh? Wait a minute. We're back to...
Listen. Just listen.
No, it's like, it is nice to see Walter.
Hey, you're a scientist, right? So I have a question. What would you do if you had a time machine?
It's funny he's asking everyone this.
Meaningless question. Time machine. The kind of time travel that you're thinking of is a scientific impossibility.
Oh my god, shut up. Okay, now I'm done with him already. Mike answered the question. Jeez, he acts like his ego is just always so freaking big, man. Just
Quantum mechanics? We're discussing that now?
God, he can't just get
Stay
out of
in
his
your lane.
head. What the fuck? Come on.
You are talking about regrets, so if you want to ask about regrets, just ask about regrets. When I was a graduate student, I started a company with some... At the time, I thought they were my friends. I stepped away. I thought I was doing the gentlemanly thing, but little did I understand that they were artfully maneuvering me into leaving my own creation.
Wow.
How could you never tell me about this? We could have done something with this. Wrongful termination, intellectual property theft, patent fraud.
Interesting.
You'd have been the last lawyer I'd have gone to. So what about you? What regrets?
Yeah, he never says that he has regrets.
22, I pulled a slip and fall outside Marshall Fields. I did. Crack! Wasn't the ice, it was me. I actually hurt myself. I mean, my knee's never been the same.
Are we gonna really... maybe by the end he'll say what he regrets.
So you were always like this?
Yeah. Slippin' Jimmy. I guess Chuck was right. Chuck was right. Wow. I wouldn't have thought I would ever say those words.
As soon as we land, I want you to tell the other side that I've got more to trade.
Anything that makes their toes curl is bound to jam Kim up if it involves her.
Oh, it involves her.
What more are you gonna get? What's left?
You don't understand. It's really good ice cream.
I don't know where he's going with this. I never know. Jimmy's... this better be... You know what? He's always got me. Every time Slippin' Jimmy gets me I always think, oh, he's in trouble and he's got it. So this must be the last game he plays. The last episode, the last game. And I'm not going to know until the very, very, very end.
I'm here to see if I can volunteer.
Oh.
You want to volunteer? Yes? Can you answer a phone? Sure.
No,
There
Kim.
you go.
Starting now.
Central Florida Legal Aid, how can I help you?
Oh, Kim. Oh, Kim. My heart is really like flowing. This is the stuff she wants to do. This is what she's always wanted to do. Oh my God. Of course. And of course they choose great music. They have to end it this way, right?
Defendant has requested to use the name Saul Goodman. So, it's United States versus Saul Goodman.
So can he get out because his name is also Jimmy?
2 years ago, a man came into my office. He said his name was Mayhew. A bag was shoved over my head. I was hogtied. I was driven out into the desert. That was my introduction to Walter White. That night, I saw opportunity. I shot it. Big money.
The story's changing. He's being honest.
You are contradicting your plea agreement's sworn factual basis.
Your Honor, we are satisfied for Mr. Goodman to continue.
Your
Honor,
I kept Walter White out of jail. I laundered his money, I lied for him, and I made millions. Fact is, Walter White couldn't have done it without me.
Wow.
Kim had the guts to start over. She left town. But I'm the one who ran away.
Mm.
And my brother Chuck, Charles McGill, he was an incredible lawyer. He's the most brilliant guy I ever met, but he was limited. I tried.
Oh, it's so interesting. They put it the light. Oh wow, with the static noise. Oh whoa.
I got his malpractice insurance canceled. I took away the one thing he lived for.
Mm.
After that, he killed himself.
Mm.
And I'll live with that.
Wow, he finally said it all. He said the regrets.
But that thing with your brother, that wasn't even a crime.
It was.
Mr. Goodman, sit down and stay seated.
The name's McGill.
Okay, mommy.
I'm James McGill.
There you go.
I was starting to worry.
My car conked out on the 40. I almost got creamed by a cement truck.
Oh my gosh.
They had those apples that you like? I got you half a dozen. Fuji.
Man, this seems like a world ago, like so far away. This...
Well, you could stay for a while. We could talk.
Talk? What about?
Well, your cases, your clients.
Seriously, you want to talk about the granny?
They deserve a vigorous defense like any other client.
Or maybe you just want to tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Jimmy.
If you don't like where you're heading, there's no shame in going back and changing your path.
Yeah, that's sound advice for all of us.
Hey, think on it.
We always end up having the same conversation, don't we?
I'll see you tomorrow, Chuck. And I might have the Financial Times.
Oh, the time machine.
I know you.
He could feel him staring at his head.
Better call Saul. Right?
McGill.
Give me that. You're Saul.
He's gonna be like Michael Jackson or something. He's gonna be like a king in this place.
Told you. It's Better Call Saul.
All right. You call Saul. Better call Saul. Better call Saul. Better call Saul. Better call
Wow. Wow. Oh, well, there you go. This is what he's doing in prison. Just like what he was doing in Nebraska, pretty much.
I got your song.
I kind of forgot, like, I didn't even see this angle of him, like, being beloved in the prison system, like, by the prisoners.
Ma'am.
No cuffs, please.
What? So she's gonna be his lawyer, or she's just, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just gonna shut up.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi.
Oh, wow. They're gonna both be smoking by the wall. Oh. Goodness gracious.
years.
Yeah, I did. 86 years. "86 years. With good behavior? Who knows?
Oh. Oh man. Wow. That was beautiful. They ended it so beautifully. Oh man. Yeah, I was like, when is he gonna talk about his regrets? It just seemed like he just didn't care about anything he did. But that was the thing about Jimmy, was wow, I mean, I guess just a brilliant way of explaining when someone runs away from their problems. Jimmy completely ran away from who he was. He changed his whole name, his whole persona. He became someone else. But then I don't know if that was the last conversation he had with Chuck, or if that was just a random time in a random moment in their time together. Well, with just Chuck telling him, Jimmy, you can always turn back. You can always change your path. You're never stuck anywhere. And he literally did that. He changed his path. He accepted the things that he did that were wrong. And he wanted to say that in front of Kim, and didn't care about anything else anymore. That was the Jimmy that I was rooting for from the beginning, because that Jimmy was the good one that had a beautiful heart. He was not a good guy, but he had a good heart. And Chuck gave him a very hard time, but Chuck also knew his brother better than anybody else. And the people closest to you usually do. And I just love what he said to Jimmy. And that's like, what a message to everybody. It doesn't matter where you are in this place, everything you've done, anything you've done. You could have done the most horrific things. You can always make a change to stop and to turn the other way, to just go the other way. There is no, nope, you've done this much. That's a lie that we tell ourselves, and that's like a lie that's definitely conditioned into our society. If you are who you are, you'll never change. But that's not true. You can change, you can move forward, you can stop, and you can do the right things. And it's crazy that it's his book. He was reading H.G. Wells' Time Machine, and that was the whole episode, just asking these really prominent characters, Mike, Walt, and really himself, what he would do if he had a time machine and what they would do. And I love Mike's answer. He wouldn't have taken his first bribe, because that's where he started to become somebody else, a different person, a person he probably never thought he could become. And I think that's the point of the show of Breaking Bad. We've all broken bad, I think, in some point. We've all done something where it went against something, the person we know we are, and we became someone else. I mean, I feel like that with the channel. I felt like it definitely took it, and not even on this level, it's such a minute level. We never got that big or anything, but even then, there was parts of me that were not me anymore, and I felt a lot of pressure and I had to put on something to not be myself. So in a way, it's like you put on a persona, you put on a thing, protection, defense mechanism, and I just, with the things that have happened, transpired till now, and being able to find myself, to go to therapy, to get help, to see my faults, my wrongs, and also protect myself and hold myself and advocate for myself, and getting a lot of different backlash or whatever it was on this channel, but doing the things that I needed to do. I really feel that deeply with what, you don't have to stay where you were, especially in a place where you don't feel like you anymore. That's huge. Beautiful. It's just so beautiful. And I got annoyed with Walt because I'm like, here he goes with his ego. But yeah, Walt made he had a good answer too. There's so many things. I think we all have that thing. Well, where would you go back to? And some of us aren't. Thank God we're not as far gone as Walter or Saul Goodman or Mike Ehrmantraut. But even them, you can always stop and go the other way. I don't know. But yeah, we all have that question. Where do we go? How far back do we go to get back to that innocence, that person, the person that our child self wanted to be, who would look up to and be like, I'm proud of you. That's awesome. If you could show your child self who you are now, would they be proud, type of a situation. And yeah, I just think we all have that opportunity to be the people we should be and need to be. And this is like just a beautiful poetic way of saying that. I am not Saul Goodman. I am Jimmy McGill. And these are my faults. And yeah, but with the malpractice thing, I guess even when I watched that episode, I don't know if I even understood how deeply that would have affected Chuck, and that did push Chuck to kill himself. And that's something Jimmy does have to live with. There's a lot of things that we do and we just have to live with, and it's a heavy thing, but that's the reality of this world. I think, I know sometimes therapists, they like to say, no, that's not your fault. You don't need to, no, people make their choices, and it's true, people do, but it's not like you had a gun to someone's head, said you do this or whatever. But I think we don't understand how much we influence each other, and our influence can make or break someone. And it doesn't mean you pulled the trigger, like doesn't mean Jimmy pulled the trigger on Chuck, but might as well. Same thing with Howard, might as well have, you know, it's one of those things, you know, it's just, I just love that these characters were redeemable. Kim, she's a lawyer again. She's gonna, and you know what? She'll probably visit Jimmy and they'll have these moments, and it is what it is. That's just their relationship. And, you know, they loved each other so much, and it's just a sad story. Not everyone has a happy ending. Just enjoy the good moments that you have in between the story, of the start to the finish. Just enjoy these moments. That's, I guess, and don't do anything crazy like this. Try not to. That was awesome. That was just awesome. Awesome. The whole thing from beginning to end, everything was beautiful. All the callbacks, just seeing Chuck again, the when they talked about, when Jimmy talked about Chuck in the courtroom, and then the exit sign made that noise, and like, just, wow. And guess what? Jimmy has fans. He has friends there. So good. He gets to have a pretty damn good life over there, I guess. It won't be as bad. He was the one who was helping those. I mean, you know what? Everyone needs help, right? That's what Chuck said too. He says everyone is deserving. Everybody is deserving. So I believe that too. Everyone is deserving of support, advocacy, and help. And that's one thing, is that Jimmy is the everyman's hero. He's kind of the Robin Hood. That's why I like him a lot too. Yeah, he did shady shit, but you know, there's a lot of, he helped a lot of people too. He did. So did Kim. Great way to end this. I loved it. I love this whole show. I'm gonna miss it so much. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching with me, and you know, from the beginning till now, from all the way back in Breaking Bad days to where we are now. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, well, I will keep reacting and watching shows and movies and all of that, and you know, other things, maybe talking more about my own, just whatever in my own life and stuff. But thank you guys. Thank you for sticking by, and I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.